So in the last class we discussed about our first lesson, weather, sun, air and water. So in the last class we studied about weather, season, then about land breeze, sea breeze and air. Okay. So what do you mean by weather? Weather is the day-to-day conditions of the atmosphere of a given place at a given time. And season means, what do you mean by season? When weather remains the same like heat or cold for a long time, and it is called seasons like winter season, spring season, autumn season, like that, rainy season, like that. Okay. Then we studied about air. What do you mean by air? Air is found everywhere around us, and air is mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of many gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Then we discussed about wind and breeze. What is the difference between wind and breeze? Yes, the fast moving air is called wind and the slow or gentle moving air is called breeze. Then we discussed about land breeze and sea breeze. So what do you mean? What is the difference between land breeze and sea breeze? Sea breeze means the wind blowing from sea to land is called sea breeze, and the wind blowing from land to sea is called land breeze. Okay. Then now today we are moving to discuss our next portion. It is water. So we already discussed about states of water in our last class. So water has three states. Which are the three states of water? Solid, liquid and gas. These are the three states of water. So states of water. States of water. Water has three states. Solid, S-O-L-I-D, solid. Then liquid, L-I-Q-U-I-D, liquid and gas. These are the three states of water. And ice is the solid state of water. Water is the liquid state. And water vapor is the steam is the gaseous state of water. So these are the three states of water. Then we discussed about evaporation. What do you mean by evaporation? The process of water changing into water vapor, water heating. When we heat water, it changes into water vapor, and that process is called evaporation. Then we discussed about factors influence the rate of evaporation, and which are the factors which influence the rate of evaporation? Temperature, wind and humidity. When temperature increases, rate of evaporation also increases. Then the next factor is wind, and the stronger the wind, higher the rate of evaporation. Then the next factor is humidity. Humidity means the amount of moisture present in the air. It is called the humidity, and the more humidity, lesser the evaporation. Okay. So evaporation decreases with increasing humidity. Then the next question is condensation and precipitation. So what do you mean by condensation? What is the spelling of the word condensation? C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. Okay. C-O-N-D-E-N-S-A-T-I-O-N. Condensation. So condensation is a process, and here water vapor changing into water or cooling is called condensation. When we heat water, water changes into water vapor, and that process is called evaporation. When we cool water process of process, process. Okay. So the process of water vapor changing into water. The process of water vapor changing into water on cooling. And process is called condensation. So the process of water vapor changing into water. Here water vapor changing into water on cooling is called condensation. And evaporation means evaporation. Evaporation means the process of water changing into water vapor on heating. The process of water changing into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. The process of water changing into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. The process of water changing into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. So condensation means the process of water vapor changing into water on cooling. Then evaporation means the process of water changing into water vapor on heating. So these are the difference between condensation and evaporation. Okay. So and you must have experienced drops of water on the outside of a cold drink bottle. Okay. That's the process of condensation. So take your textbook, page number 128. Here is a portion condensation and precipitation. Okay, here you can see that it's a cold drink bottle and drops of water sticks on the outside of the cold drink bottle. That is due to condensation. So look at your textbook, condensation and precipitation. You must have experienced drops of water on the outside of a cold drink bottle. Where does this water come from? The water vapor present in the air changes into drops of water on touching the cold surface of the bottle. Okay. So when we place a cold drink bottle, then the water vapor present in the air touch the cold drink bottle. Then it converts into water droplets. This is what happens to the water vapor in the air. As it rises and comes in contact with the cooler air above, it changes into droplets of water to form clouds. So the clouds form due to the process of condensation. So condensation means the process of water vapor changing into water on cooling is called condensation. Then the next topic is water cycle. Water cycle. So what do you mean by water cycle? Water cycle means the cycle of water through evaporation, condensation and precipitation. So before that, what do you mean by precipitation? Condensation means the process of water vapor changing into water on cooling is called condensation, and the process of water changing into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. And what do you mean by precipitation? The falling of water in any form on the earth is called precipitation. Okay, like hail, then snow, etc. Rain, etc. So, in the form that is called precipitation. So, what do you mean by water cycle? So, water cycle means due to the heat of sun, the water on the ponds, lakes and other water bodies evaporate. Evaporate means the water present on the water bodies on the earth changes into water vapor and rises. Due to the continuous process of evaporation, continuously the water present in the water bodies changes into water vapor. Then it rises up and gets cooled. The water vapor rises up and gets cooled. Then the cold water vapor changes into small water droplets. Then first, due to the heat of sun, the water present on the water bodies like ponds, lakes, rivers and seas get evaporates. Evaporate means the water present on the water bodies changes into water vapor and it rises up and gets cooled. Then the water vapor changes into small water drops and then the water drops join together to form clouds by the process of condensation. So water cycle. So water cycle means first due to the heat of sun, water from the water bodies changes into water vapor. Water present on the water bodies like lakes, ponds, sea, etc. changes into water vapor. So, due to the heat of sun, and the process is called evaporation. Okay. So, with evaporation, the water present on the water bodies convert into water vapor. Then the water vapor rises up and cool. Then the water vapor changes into water droplets. The water vapor changes into water droplets through the process of condensation. Then the water droplets join together to form clouds. The water vapor join together to form clouds by the process of condensation. So the formation of clouds due to the process of condensation. Then the clouds become heavy. So it forms clouds. Then the clouds become heavy and thousands of tiny water droplets present on the clouds come down in the form of rain and it is called the precipitation. Okay. So the water droplets join together and form clouds. Then the clouds become heavy. Then the thousands of tiny water droplets comes down in the form of rain and the process is called precipitation. Okay. Then the rain water reaches to the water bodies. Then again the rain water and the water bodies convert into water vapor through the condensation. Then the water droplets comes down in the form of rain and is called precipitation. Again the rainwater reaches to the water bodies. Again the water from the water bodies convert into water vapor, then water droplets, then comes as rain. So this process is called, this is a cyclic process, it is a continuous process. So it is called a water cycle. Okay. Then there are different forms of precipitation. So the different forms of precipitations are hail, dew, frost, snow and fall. Okay. So rain is a form of precipitation. Another forms of precipitations are hail, frost, snow and fall. So next one is different forms of precipitation. Before that, precipitation. 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 So what do you mean by precipitation? Precipitation means the falling of water in any form on the earth is called precipitation. The falling of water in any form. The falling of water. The falling of water in any form on the earth is called precipitation. And different forms of precipitation are hail, H-A-I-L, hail. Rain is a form of precipitation. Another forms of precipitation are hail, fog, snow, frost, dew. These are the different forms of precipitation. Dew, D-E-W, dew. Then F-R-O-S-T, frost. Then S-N-O-W, snow. Then F-O-G, fog. These are the different forms of precipitation. So precipitation means the falling of water in any form like rain, dew, frost, snow, fog, rain, etc. on earth is called precipitation. Okay. And water cycle. What do you mean by water cycle? Water cycle means the cycle of water through the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation is called water cycle. So what do you mean by dew? Dew means during winter season. During winter season, the water vapor in the air condenses to form any drops of condenses to form water droplets which can be seen on window panes, on leaves and ground, and it is called dew, like dew drops. Here in your textbook, page number 129. Here this picture shows dew. Dew is present on winter season, and during winter season the water vapor changes into water droplets, and the water droplets can be seen on window panes and on leaves and on the ground, and it is called dew. And we can see dew in the cold winter morning. Okay. Then the next one is fog. Fog means the water vapors in the air condenses on dust particles near the ground, and it is called fog. And in this picture shows fog. Then hail means when raindrops pass through very cold region, cold air, then the rainwater freezes to form hail like this. Okay, when the rainwater from the cold region freeze to form hail. Then frost means when the temperature decreases, dewdrops freeze to form ice. During winter season, we can see dewdrops on the window panes, then leaves and on the ground. And dew means the water vapor changes into water droplets, and when the temperature decreases, the dews. So the different forms of precipitation are hail, dew, frost, snow and fog. Okay. So take your textbook and take the portion ocean water cycle. Look at your textbook. Due to the heat of the sun, the water from ponds, lakes, rivers and seas evaporates and changes into water vapor. Due to a continuous process of evaporation, water vapors rises up and get cooled. When water vapor changes into small water drops, they join together to form clouds by the process of condensation. On passing through cool air, the clouds become cooler. When clouds become heavy with thousands of tiny water droplets, they come down as rain and in colder region as snow. This process is called precipitation. Look at the figure to understand this process, which is called the water cycle in nature. So this figure shows water cycle in nature. Here you can see that the underground water or the water present on the water bodies changes into water vapor due to the process of evaporation from ocean, lakes and streams. Then it converts water droplets through the process of condensation. Then it comes as rain in the process of precipitation. Then the rainwater reaches to the underground. Then again the water changes. The water undergoes evaporation, then condensation, precipitation, then reaches to ground. So the process is called water cycle. Okay. Then here look at here. Thus, through the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation, the water cycle continues in nature. Besides rain, the different forms of precipitation are hail, dew, frost, snow and fog. Then the next one, dew. What do you mean by dew? During winter, water vapor in the air condenses to form tiny drops of water that can be seen on window panes, on leaves and the ground, and this is called dew. So listen carefully. Fog. In cold mornings and nights, the water vapors in the air condense on dust particles present near the ground. This is called fog. Then hail. Sometimes when raindrops pass through very cold air, they freeze to form hail. This hail can spoil our crops. Then frost. When the temperature decreases further, dewdrops freeze to form ice. This is called frost. Frost is harmful for crops. Then take the next page. And here is snow. When the air becomes very cold, water vapor condenses to form ice flakes. Instead of water drops, this falls as snowflakes vary in size. The amount of rain, hail, dew, frost and snow and humidity affect the weather of a place. So which are the factors affect the weather of a place? The amount of rain, hail, dew, frost and snow and humidity. So these are the things about water cycle. So in this chapter, we discussed about evaporation, condensation, sea breeze, land breeze, humidity, precipitation, water cycle. Then our next portion is impurities of water. Impurities means the unwanted substances present on water is called impurities. Then the next portion is impurities of water. Then before that, we just revise the portion: evaporation, condensation, sea breeze, land breeze and humidity, precipitation and water cycle. So what do you mean by evaporation? It's a process. Water changes into water vapor or heating is called evaporation. And the water vapor changes into water or cooling is called condensation. Then what do you mean by sea breeze? The wind blowing from sea to land. The wind flowing from sea to land is called sea breeze, and the wind blowing from land to sea is called land breeze. Then humidity. What do you mean by humidity? The amount of moisture present on the air is called humidity. Then precipitation means the precipitation is called water cycle. Okay, so these are the things that we discussed in this chapter. And what are the factors which affect the rate of evaporation? Temperature, wind and humidity. Temperature, wind and humidity are the factors which influence the rate of evaporation. So you read your textbook more and more times and read the textbook up to the portion water cycle. And the text reading is very important. Then if you have any doubts, ask me. So here we studied about weather, season, air, sea breeze, land breeze, water, states of water, condensation and precipitation, then water cycle. Okay. Then the next portion is impurities of water, purification of water and underground water. Impurities of water means the contamination of water. So the unwanted substance present on the water is called impurities. Then purification of water. We can purify water through different processes like boiling. We can boiling water which kills the germs present on the water, and it is a simple process that we use to purify water. Then the next process is sedimentation and decantation is another process that we use to purify water. Then filtration, then chlorine tablets, then filters. Then about underground water. So that portion we will discuss in our next class. So in the portion up to water cycle, you just read your text more and more times, and the text reading is very important. If you have any doubts, ask me. So today, let's wind up our class, and next day we discuss about impurities of water and underground water, and also about our exercise portion. Okay. So study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.